Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Pitman. When last we left off, we only have 2 more levels to go before we're past the halfway point. There'll be more levels behind us than there are ahead, and I imagine the monster that set this curse is now starting to have second thoughts about the conditions of said curse. I mean, you could have set it to a quest to slay a dragon, or a quest to go get gems of eternity, or walk through all the planes of existence and find a blade of grass from the corners of each different reality. But no, you set it as a curse to go and kick monsters in the face while solving puzzles that involve bits of dirt, moving blocks and climbing ladders. I suppose you thought it was impossible? It's not as impossible as you think. Speaking of this puzzle also isn't as impossible as I thought it would be, because I was forgetting that these are ladders, and so I can move through them. It's surprising what you can forget when you're looking at a puzzle and don't think about it as a whole picture, because I can push this rock here, and then I only need to move one of these pieces of dirt. And by moving only one piece of dirt, we still have all the platforms that we need to solve this puzzle. We can just push this one here, and now Catgirl can get to these two. Oh no, we've been rumbled, Fred. It was nice knowing you, buddy. Dance, dance! No, Bob! And thus they have been kicked, and my level is over. Level 50 clear. Not bad. Let us go to level 51. What puzzle do you have? It almost looks exactly the same. Almost is the key word here. I don't think it is exactly the same. It looks very similar, though. Let us start pushing these. We'll push this one here like that, and then we're going to have to push this one on top here, and then move down by pushing this away. The dirt goes, we get hit on the head, we're absolutely fine, and then we just need to repeat exactly what we did last level. There we go. That and then this. Hello, ghosts. We are the ghosts of those that danced before. Oh no, we've been found again. It's nice knowing you, friend. Not again. And thus they have been kicked. Not even as ghosts could they dance in peace. Time to go to level 52. Ah, this looks a little bit tricky. We're going to have to figure out how to get through here. Let us first get rid of you on the far right. You thought you could dance in peace? Well, you are wrong, kapow! And then we'll probably get rid of you. There we go. And if we move this, then we can get rid of you. And then we can move... What do we want to do? Do we want to move this here like that? I think we do. We can then do this, and now we're in a bit of bother. Because we can't do it. No, wait, we can just do this. Kapow! Aha! Excellent. I thought we were stuck. Turns out we were not. We'll just get rid of this, kick you, and then kick you. Level complete. Didn't take half as long as I thought it would. We're slowly getting closer to the end, monster that cursed us. Watch out! Round 53. That is a huge pile of monsters, and we're going to have to use that huge pile of monsters to get over there, to that one that is dancing all by himself. We're going to have to be careful, though, because we can't get over to... let's just do this, and then that, and this. So then we can... Oh, we can't actually get back now. That is unfortunate. Let us rewind and undo what we just did, because we can't get back unless we do that. No, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it, because now we can't actually... Maybe we could get... No, that's not going to do it at all. We can't do that. We're going to have to rewind and then just go this way. Like that. Then we're going to have to get rid of some of you. We're going to have to get rid of all of you, but we're going to have to get rid of you in a very particular order. Let's see, if we get rid of you like that, that moves that down there. If we put just one more over there, we should be okay. We just want to get rid of you and you. Is that going to be sufficient? It may very well be. But we probably want to get rid of a few more on this side. We don't want to get rid of all of them, though. That's probably all the ones we're going to be able to get rid of. And we've probably got this very wrong. Very wrong indeed. If we do that, we can't actually get back over there. So we definitely got that wrong. Let's try this again. This time, maybe we want to move this over to here. Maybe we do. And then we want to go and go this way. And do we want to hit you? Maybe. And you... like that, maybe? That would allow us to push one rock. If we push 2 rocks, that would probably do a lot better. That probably would do a lot better. We just need now to figure out how to get over to here. If we do this and that, we can now get back over to here. There we go. And then we can do this and that. We can't get over to you, though. We need to move one more on the 3rd column of monsters. That's what we want to do. One more on the 3rd column. Okay, let's do this. We'll do that, this, that. That might allow us to... no, that won't allow us to do it, because now we have blocked ourselves off from getting over to those final 2. Or have we? Maybe we haven't. No, we definitely have. We cannot do what I wanted to do there. Definitely not. Or maybe we can. If we can get to a situation where we can just push some of those blocks, we should be okay. That's not enough. We want to be able to push, say... nope, that's not going to do it because we won't be able to get over to there. Nope, that's wrong. Let's try it again. This time, we'll then move things a little bit better. Do we want to move this over to the right? We probably do. What we want is we want to be able to move it so that we can push a few blocks over. But we want to maybe get rid of you and you and you like that. Will that do it? No, we need to get rid of more of the, there we go, like that. And one more? One more, maybe. That will probably do it, because then we can push those 2 over. Yes, that will probably do it. And then we go over to here, kick this rock away, and then hopefully we can go over to here, go 1 and 2, then we can kick you. Very important that we kick you like that. And then we want to kick you, and finally trapping ourselves in place, you. But that's okay, because we are now free! Puzzle solved, level complete. Took a while, but we got there. Level 54. Let's go! There are lots and lots of enemies and a ghost that we need to get rid of. This might be a little tricky. We also need to get you at the bottom there. We probably need to get you at the bottom last, because if we don't, then we won't be able to get out. Right. Let's be careful here. And when I say get out, I mean that we won't be able to actually get in, and if we get rid of you early, we won't actually be able to get out. Let's get rid of you and you. That means we can then get rid of you. There we go. We want to then... how do we then get rid of the rest of you? That's quite a tricky task, because if we do this and this, we can then do this, but then... aha! Excellent! We're trapped, but we're not. Level complete! Some of them you can do quickly, some of them take a very long time. But either way, we're 55% of the way through the game. Onwards we go! Now what we want to do is be very careful here. To be fair, we probably want to be very careful with every single one of these puzzles that we're ever going to do. If we do that, then that goes there, and that may not be so good. It probably isn't. It definitely isn't, because we are very, very trapped right now. Or maybe we're not. Maybe we do this and then go all the way round, and then we need to figure out how to get through this. How are we going to get through that? Maybe we can't get through that. No, we definitely cannot get through that. That is not correct. Not correct at all. If we get rid of these first, like that, we can't get over to there. Or maybe we can if we do that. That will then let us get over to there, but we won't be able to do anything else while we're here. Or maybe we can. Maybe we can now do something with this. If we put this... nope, we can't actually reach that rock. So that is not the solution. definitely not. We need to get a rock into that hole, and that is probably the worst thing I could have ever done to do that. Definitely. We could do that, but then we can't get back round, and then we're here, we're down here, and before we know it, we are then stuck. It's those rocks at the very beginning that are clearly part of the solution. They're clearly what we need to deal with, but how are we going to deal with them? If we get rid of that, then that just goes and nothing ever works again. If we do that, then we can get to here, and then we have a rock spare. And having a rock spare seems okay, but is it really okay? Do we really want a rock here? We can move it, but moving it's not really going to help because we can't get to the rock. Maybe we want to move the rock over to here. Okay, moving the rock over to there is going to do nothing. It's going to do nothing at all. We need a rock over there, though. Over on the far left so that we can get to you. How are we going to get a rock to there? We could have pushed this rock over, but then we couldn't have got to this ladder. We could have got to that ladder. We could have got to that ladder because we can keep pushing the rock over to those ladders on the far right. Slowly but surely, we're figuring it out, because we can go to here like that. And then we can do this, we can then do that like this, and then we can push this over to here, and then we can do that, then we can do this, and we need to be very careful because we want to do that, and then we can get to you. Aha! You thought you could get away? You could not. Now we just need to get to all of these enemies. These 3 people that are dancing. How are we going to do that? How are we going to get to the one at the very top? That's probably the more difficult question. If we could get access to that ladder again, it wouldn't be so difficult, but we can't get access to that ladder. We're currently stuck here, and no amount of moving things would help us out here. Maybe we had to deal with this first, but how would we have done that? How would we have done that? If we do that and this? No, that just traps us. That most certainly traps us. And I could rewind time and see if I could get to the other ones first, but that's probably not going to work. No, that's definitely not going to work. And we can't do that because that traps you there. You will be trapped forever, sir! And we don't want that. We definitely want to get to you. But how are we going to get to you? We're all the way down here, and that's not really going to help us much. We can't move any of this. That's the problem. If we do that, and then we could do this and that. Aha! Success! We got there in the end, and you got kicked in the face in the end. The way it should be if we're to get closer to undoing the curse. Off you go, Catgirl! Figure out this level. This level seems a lot more complicated than it should be. We probably want to move some of these rocks, don't we? Like so. There we go, and we want to do that, and this, and this, and this, and that. That's not right. We are now a little bit stuck. I think we actually want to use one of these monsters as a platform. I think that's what we want to do. So we want to do this, and that, and this, and then we can't do anything with that there. No, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it at all. Maybe we want... No, that's not going to do it. That's just not going to work. We either need to move one of those monsters over so that we can use them as a platform, or we're going to have to be a lot more clever with our placement of those rocks. Let's do that first, shall we? Just in case that makes any kind of difference. Probably doesn't. No, that definitely doesn't, but it does mean that we have one ghost that we can defeat there. But it's still not the solution. We need one rock beneath all 3 of those ghosts. If we move a rock and then get rid of one of these enemies, or we could do this and then maybe we need to push a rock there like that. Maybe that's part of the solution. Maybe it is. Then we can push this rock there. And then maybe that is part of the solution, being able to push the rocks onto the ghosts' heads so that we can then move them further along. It's a weird solution, but it might be the solution. Let's just do that, and then move this over to here. No, this isn't going to work because we haven't got rid of one of the ghosts. That's not going to work. And even if we did get rid of one of the ghosts, we'd have the minor problem of not being able to get past the ghosts. If we do that, maybe that might help. Get rid of you, and then we can go through like that. Maybe that will help. If we do this and that, maybe that will help, because then we can get to you, and then we can push this along, use you as a platform, get to you, and aha! We've solved it! Victory! Not victory for you, though. You get kicked in the face. And you, for helping us solve this puzzle, your reward, a kick in the face. Level complete. Level 56. I don't think I've ever, definitely not got this far. I didn't think I got as far as I had before. Definitely haven't done these levels. I didn't even select them randomly. We have some rocks and we have some enemies. We want to move some of the rocks over on the right there. We definitely want to move them, but moving them is going to be a tricky ordeal. Do we want to move this one? Well, we have to move something, don't we? We could just hit these enemies and they're gone. But getting rid of... Okay, we can't go back now. So whatever we do now, we have to move forward. We can get you. Then we need to move a few rocks, don't we? We need to move a couple of rocks to get over to the one there. And maybe we want to, we probably want to get rid of you as well, actually. I think that's probably what we want to do. You also need to be hit in the face. And then we want to go here. Because we can't get anywhere else if we, defeat this foe up here, and then, try to get to the bottom. We just can't get there. We could do that, but that's not going to help us because everything is stuck. That's definitely not going to help us. Everything is stuck. That's not going to work. Let's try this again. How are we going to get to you? Unless we move that to there. Maybe we could move that to there. That might actually help us. If we move that there... No, that's also not going to help, because then all of the rocks are trapped. All of them are stuck there. There's something I'm clearly not seeing, and that is that I'm not seeing the solution to this puzzle. Let's get rid of you two first. That seems like a sensible thing to do. Move over to here, and maybe if we move this over to here... And then... Oh wait, maybe. Just maybe we can move that over to here, then we can get rid of this. Then we can get rid of this. It's still going to be a little bit tricky to get over to... Actually, it's going to be exceptionally tricky to get over to there, because currently we can't. Let's try this again, but I think I know what I'm doing now. I say that, and I probably don't know what I'm doing. Oh, silly me, thinking that I know what I'm doing. What we want to do is we want to have this rock over... No, we don't want to do that just yet. That's not going to do it, because we want to ideally have this rock over here. And then we want to do this? No, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. We're getting closer, though. We're getting closer. Slowly but surely. Remember when I said that I'd figured it out? Clearly I hadn't. Clearly I had not. We want to do this, I think, so that we can then get back out and move this rock away. Let's just do that, and then we can do this, and then this, then this. And that would have solved our problem had we been able to then get out. But we can't get out because of that rock over there on the left. We can't do anything with that. Or can we? Maybe we can if we're a little bit careful. If we do this and then that... We have to move this rock in such a way that we can actually get out. Maybe if we just do this and then hope that we can then get over to the other rocks. But then again, that's not going to work either because we're completely stuck. That will not help us. Maybe we'll figure it out at some point. But not right now. If only you could dance, Catboy. maybe they would think that you too are a monster, and then you'd be able to get some hints from them. Some way that you can then figure out the solution to the puzzle. But we cannot do that, and I don't think having these two up here is going to help. We do need to get rid of them, and we can't go down there, which means we need to go this way. That needs to be done. But maybe we need to go and do this first. Maybe we need to go and get rid of some of these. It might be the solution, I highly doubt it. We could do that and get rid of this first, and then we could do this. Like that, and then this, and that, and that. But then we're stuck. That's the problem. We're then stuck. We can't actually do anything with going through here. That's the problem. And when we come back, folks, Catboy may look like he's got a victorious pose, but we are far from victory. Puzzle games indeed do get quite difficult as we move on. But hey, we're already 60% of the way through the game. Nearly. It's more accurate to say we're 56%, but if we were rounding to the nearest 10 percentile, we'd be at 60. And so, when we come back, folks, more pushing rocks, more kicking monsters in the face, and more working to undo the curse that Catboy and Catgirl are under. Will they ever succeed? Eventually. Also, that monster's head is exceptionally rectangular. Only the tiny bit at the bottom right is preventing it from being a perfect rectangle. You have a very rectangular head, monster, and your arms are very high up. Either that or your head is very low down. But either way, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.